What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Yeah, I have a canker sore on my tongue per usual. Can't really seem to get away from these. Stop here for a quick break. We're on our way to Ochalada, Oklahoma, to a Walmart distribution center. It's a 5 p.m. delivery, so I left today. Here at truck parking. As you can see, I closed up my whole AC mess I had going on. I finally finished it. Put some new vents on this side also. Only thing I have left with the AC is to pull a vacuum and add Freon to it, which should be fairly easy. And then I'm gonna start working on my door panels and my door hinges. This piece I bought aftermarket and already broke, so I think I'm just gonna go Freightliner, buy a new piece when I start doing the door hinge. But yeah, other than that, new air fryer. Yeah, this is how I strap it in so these don't open when I'm driving. Thing is freaking awesome. 2 tray. Up here I probably need to find where this door thing is, but this does for now also. It's my printer and my shaker cup, not my shaker, my blender, etc, etc. This works. It doesn't come out, it doesn't rattle. Got my bike. Need to find that light cover right there, actually that one. And then down here, nothing special. My sink that I threw a bunch of stuff from in here down here because I was looking for my charger. And then one thing I did is, this is a cable. I need to run it under the bed and drill some holes to run into the inverter because it runs right there. And then I'm gonna clean out the floor. But yeah, what I did yesterday is I cleaned out under my bed and I put that insulation mat here. Let's show you. Let me open it up. So as you can see, over here I got all my tools, my power tools, my sockets, and then just random hand tools and my socket set. And then right here I insulated this with this insulation stuff. Here just got more like random stuff. Those are all like screws and connections and whatnot. And then over there is battery chargers and whatnot. And I put my microwave here because I don't really have room anywhere else for it up here. Other than that, it's kind of like in the way, so I'm just gonna plug it up and keep it here. But it should be fairly easy. I mean, all I gotta do is open this up, set it right on top, and then just open up my microwave and use it, and just keep the bed lifted because it microwaves for like 2-3 minutes. And then when I'm done, just set this back down here. And yeah, this is my bag. I finally made room for it down here. That's my AC pump that I need to pull a vacuum with on my AC lines, and then I can get that out the truck. And then I'm gonna put my weights down here because I do have some weights. But yeah, as you can see, I insulated that stuff. I don't know if you can even tell. Let's grab this phone. Here's like the insulation. And then I think what I'm gonna do on that backside over there is buy those foam what are they called, like foam boards from Home Depot, and I'm gonna put those on the back wall. And I might even do them on the floor also to add more insulation. Definitely insulate this. But here, just a bunch of random crap. Since I'm not using that rear AC anymore, I just put my coolant here. I have more coolant in the box under the trailer, and just got my vacuum and a brake chamber that can go in that box under the trailer also. And then there's a diesel heater, which obviously this can't be this packed here because of my diesel heater. So when time comes, I will have to clean this whole thing up and make it nice and tidy. But for now, it's working, and not just my extension cord mess, which I do need to get a bigger extension cord for my air fryer because this cable will heat up. But yeah, that gives you an idea kind of like what it's looking like under the bed. I mean, this is an old truck, so I know a lot of newer trucks look way nicer underneath. But yeah, I just wanted to make it a little bit better, especially since I had those insulation things sent to me by Matt 66. They're legit, yeah. I highly recommend it. They form real nicely, the shapes, and they stick very well. I might even do the rest of it under the bed, like right here, so it's insulated. Because I don't know if you have a classic, you know that in winter it gets cold from under the bed. It really does. So the classics are just overall just very poorly insulated, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna see what we're gonna do. Shut this. But yeah, stop here. Quick break, but to get going and then go from there. Yeah, let's get going. You know, I was wondering why this fuel was much cheaper than any other gas stations around here, and now I see why. I had to stop here inside the road, but look at this gorgeous Western Star. Let's see if we can zoom in to fuel. So I'm just gonna wait here until these guys get out. And I'm gonna just swing in and get back in there. So always trying to find the best fuel prices, I guess. Because here, with my discount, I'm gonna pay $2.60. And for example, Pilot Flying J, it's like $3. So it's worth it. It's all right. I'll wait here to make $100. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm fueling up here. I think it's like $2.85, $2.90. Not a big discount or anything, but this is a brand new truck stop here in Joplin. Phillips 66. The freaking truck stop that I was at ran out of fuel. So I was like waiting there for like 20 minutes. And then the guy comes out, he's like, yeah, I'm still waiting too. That's why I'm still in this line. They ran out of fuel. So I was like, all right, well, thanks for letting me know. I guess I'm just gonna head on out of here and go to my delivery, because I have like 2 hours to my delivery and it's Walmart. I don't want to risk being late. I mean, as is right now, it says I'll be there at 3:30, but it's on the route quite a bit, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. But yeah, I can't find my hat. I feel like my hat that I put my GoPro on, I feel like my hat, I put it in my car maybe. But yeah, there's a nice blue Classic over there. I like the white LEDs. So yeah guys, let's fuel up, hopefully get some food, and then we'll catch y'all later. Probably the receiver, because I'm not gonna record while driving because I don't have my hat. So it is what it is. But yeah, let's wait till we fuel up and get going. All right, y'all, welcome back. As you can see, we're dolly down, disconnected, pull forward, got my AC running. It is freaking hot outside. The nice thing is I pointed this way down, so when I'm standing right here, it's not blowing right at me, because this thing, you can move the flap wherever you want it. Let's turn on the light here. This is something I used to not mess with too much, because I wasn't familiar. But since I bought the vacuum pump from Amazon from a mini split, I figured I'd learn how to do car/truck AC also, because it's fairly easy. Because use this to pull a vacuum, and then you can attach this to this section here, and this goes on the Freon can, and then you can add Freon to the system also. Or you can just use a regular gauge that you can get at AutoZone or whatever, just like this. Just Freon can screws on here, and then this goes on the valve, and you just release it, and this tells you how much you have in there. You just get cans, which I've learned the cheapest place to get Freon is Sam's Club, which is this stuff. It's probably the cheapest place I've found it. It does the job. But yeah, essentially what you're gonna do is, this is just for decoration here, so they sit here, they clamp like this. Let's see here. And then you want to make sure these are what are they called, closed. Both of them closed, as well as these here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna connect this to the vacuum, when after you turn it on, you're gonna open these, and then you're basically gonna let that run, I don't know, for like half hour, depending on how open your system was and how much moisture could be in there, because you want to pull all that out. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna close them out, and then you're gonna shut the vacuum pump off. You don't want to shut it off before you close it, and then essentially your gauge is gonna go into a negative because it has a vacuum in there. And what you want to do is let it sit like that for like an hour and see if the gauge has moved up. If it moves up, that means you have a leak somewhere in the system. And essentially the whole purpose of testing it is so you're not throwing Freon in there and then finding out the hard way. You want to just test it with your gauges before you do anything. But yeah, we're gonna do that. I don't have an extension cord for my generator, so I think what I'm gonna do is grab this cord and plug it up to my inverter, which I should shut off. Plug it out to my inverter and just do it through the window, and then connect them up and do vacuum. And then yeah, I guess I'll just show you how I'm doing that out there. And it's gonna be loud because truck's gonna be running, but yeah, let's get to it. So the vacuum's on. You can see they're a -30. When you put them on, you want this all the way counterclockwise. When you put them on, turn them clockwise. And these are the opposite. When you put them on clockwise and then open them counterclockwise after you turn on the vacuum. But yeah, we're gonna let this run for about, I don't know, half an hour. So let's go inside. All right, so the truck's running, inverter's running. It's pulling a vacuum. Hopefully this is enough refrigerant. After it does a vacuum, I'm gonna let it sit off a little bit, see if it holds the vacuum, and then I'm gonna add Freon. In case you're wondering, this is the brand. This is really cheap, like $130, and I did my mini split and now I'm doing this. So I mean, it works. And I'm gonna have hopefully a vacuum for car AC, and now I know how to do it myself. So I mean, you know, it's really great to learn how to do things yourself, because then nobody can screw you over. Nobody can say, oh, the vacuum costs $3,000 and I need to charge you like $500 to do this. So I don't know, I like to learn how to do everything, so then nobody can screw you over when you're on the road and random shops and whatnot. So that's just my 2 cents. But yeah, we're gonna wait for that vacuum to pull a little bit more. There was a guy I walked by, he seen my mini split on the back, and he was asking me about it, and he was like just amazed that I did this. And I'm like, yeah, it's not that bad, you can do it yourself. But yeah, let's pull this vacuum, wait to see if it holds the vacuum, and then go from there. To be honest, that was like a record time that they got me done in. Hopefully I don't get a ticket right here. It's not a busy road. I just posted here on the side. I'm gonna go to this Dollar General, buy some dinner, but hopefully should be fine. They got me done within an hour, which is rare for freaking Walmart DCs. It's usually at least 2 hours. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna buy some dinner and go find parking down towards Tulsa and call it a night. But yeah, I pulled a vacuum, waited some time, and looks like it's holding a vacuum. So all I got left to do is add Freon and we should be good. But yeah, thank you guys for tagging along today. No point of view driving, unfortunately. Catch it tomorrow or someday.